Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's a windy day today in my neck of the woods, but we're going to be covering this story from Business Insider. Walmart will bar shoppers from openly carrying handguns, or guns in general, in its stores and stop selling some ammunition in response to 2 deadly shootings. Now, they're a private company, they're a private business, they can choose whether or not to sell guns and ammunition. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Some people are probably going to get a little upset. I understand. If you don't want to sell guns, that is up to your company. I understand that. I get why. I believe that could isolate some of your customers, but overall, not worried about that too much. There are plenty of places where you can get guns legally, and that's not a big deal for a lot of people. But the problem I have is that openly carrying. Now, if your state, I don't know if every state allows it. I'm not sure on that. Not sure on the laws with that. But I understand that you don't want people open carrying, but I don't think you're allowed to do that. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. I understand that. But we're going to be going over this in just a second, so let's get into it. Walmart on Tuesday announced, which is today, by the way, if you don't know, today is Tuesday, announced changes to its gun sale policies and asked shoppers to stop openly carrying firearms in its stores nationwide in response to 2 deadly shootings at Walmart stores in El Paso, Texas, and South Haven, Mississippi. Now, I know about the El Paso one. I think I did a video on that, but South Haven, I did not hear anything about that. That kind of flew under my radar. I don't know anything about the situation there, so I'm not going to comment on it. But I understand. You know what? I don't know how many people were injured, killed in this, but I know El Paso was very, very. It was a disgusting thing to happen. Definitely a bad thing. I think we can all agree on that. Mass shootings are bad, right or left. We can all agree that that's a bad thing. We don't want people getting gunned down in stores. I understand that, but I don't believe that's the best place to go, because yeah, but we don't know. I personally don't know where these people got their guns from. All right, that was a serious question. Did they buy it illegally? Did they buy it legally? Did they steal it? Did they take it from a relative or like someone they know, and that wasn't locked up or something? There's a lot of questions that need to be asked about this, and I understand if they don't want to sell guns in their own store. That's fine. There are plenty of places to buy guns. I get that. But when you tell people they can't openly carry, I get it. You don't want people to feel uncomfortable. But personally, me, just the way I am, I don't have a problem with people open carrying. I actually feel more safe because usually people who open carry aren't the people that go shooting people. Usually the people that are open carrying are law enforcement officers, retired military, and I trust those people way more than I trust the average person because they're trained with weapons, they know what to do with weapons, and the average civilian that wants to get a gun, they have to go through training so that they know how to use it, so that they're not a danger to themselves or others. So that's why I trust people who have, legally bought guns, because they know what to do with them. They know how to act in a crisis, at least most of them do. And I would rather be with someone with a gun who can protect myself or people that I know or random people than someone who doesn't have a gun who is as helpless as I would be in a situation like a mass shooting. Now, I understand if you don't want to own a gun, that is completely up to you. If you don't want to have a gun in your house, I understand that. I completely respect that. No one's forcing you to have a gun. But if you want to own a gun and you get it legally, and you go through all the proper procedures, you buy it legally from a licensed seller, you go through training on how to use it, and you decide to open carry, I have zero problem with that. So I want to make that very clear. Alright, let's get on to the next part. The company also said it planned to end the sale of ammunition for handguns and some types of rifles. It will stop selling handguns in Alaska, which is the only state where Walmart sells handguns. So they only sell handguns in Alaska. So only people in Alaska are going to be affected by that. Sounds to me like that's more of a publicity stunt. They're just trying to get people's attention on that. Say, hey, we're no longer selling guns anymore. We're the cool guys. But really, you're not doing anything. They're stopping it from selling it to, what, like, how many people live in Alaska? Like, like 20 Alaskans and like a few polar bears? Like, who lives in if you live in Alaska, let me know in the comment section how many people are in your state, because I genuinely have no idea. I haven't looked this up. We know these decisions will inconvenience some of our customers, and we hope they will understand, Walmart CEO Doug McMillon said in a memo to employees. Okay, I get he's acknowledging that, it's going to inconvenience people, but I understand it. You know what? I don't completely agree with it, but I understand why he's doing it. I understand it, but not entirely agreeing with it. McMillon said he was a gun owner and that the company remained committed to its long heritage of supporting hunters. The company will continue to sell the shotguns and rifles that it carries. Okay, so it looks like Walmart isn't anti-gun. They just don't want to be selling a certain type of gun, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, to be honest, because yes, many people do buy, especially if you're in a smaller town where the only shop to buy anything is a Walmart. I get that that's going to be a bit of a problem for some people, but for most people, I don't know the percentage, but I'm willing to bet that most people don't buy their guns at Walmart. I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong. I don't know. I don't have the percentages in front of me, but I don't believe that most people buy their guns at Walmart. Okay, if shoppers openly carry guns into Walmart stores going forward, store managers will ask the shoppers to leave and safely secure their guns in their vehicle before returning to the store. The policy will vary by location. However, the shoppers who are openly carrying guns may not always be asked to leave the store, a Walmart spokesman said. Now, this is the part where I have a problem, alright? I understand you don't want people to feel uncomfortable. I understand you see guns, some people get nervous. I get that. But I don't think it's right that you should tell people you can't open carry here. Now, I understand I don't see a lot of people open carry. I'm not going to Walmart all that often. I really don't ever go to Walmart. But I don't think that is going to work out very well. People, especially in the more rural areas where the majority of people have guns, like, let's say Montana, just throwing that out there, a lot of people have guns. And I understand that. It's Montana. There's like a bunch of grizzly bears out there. Of course you're going to want a gun, because you're not going to, what are you going to do? Like, hit them with bear spray or something? I'd rather have a gun than a can of, like, pepper spray or something. That's me personally, if you're fighting a bear. But I understand why they're doing that. I do not agree with it, though. I get the motive behind it, making people feel more secure, more safe. But, like I said earlier in the video, I would trust someone who's open carrying, because the overwhelming majority of the time, like 99.999% of the time, that person is trained in how to use weapons. There's a fair percentage that they're either military, former military, or law enforcement officers, and those people are the people you can almost always trust on. I know a lot of people that are, active or former or active military or law enforcement in general, and those people are very, very well trained in how they use their guns, and they're very safe with it. And of course, if you do have a gun, you should lock it up. I'm not saying not to do that. You should lock it up in a safe. Only you should know the combination, or some people that you really, really trust, and that's a very important thing. But overall, I don't agree with it, but I get it. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think about this video. I'd love to get your opinion. Do you agree with it? Do you don't agree with it? Do you, like me, where you don't agree with it, but you understand? Or do you not understand why, and you just hate it outright? Or do you just hate guns in general? Because I don't know you. So I'd love to get your opinion in the comment section. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Check out my sports channel, Iron Wolverine Sports. I cover college football content, that kind of stuff. Going over the big games, upsets, that kind of stuff. So check out my Twitter, Twitch, and of course my Discord. Have a lot of fun over there. People posting fun stuff on there. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Check out all the links in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video.